Too much advice, TMA. Do you have a crush? Have questions about your better half's behavior? Maybe you feel a breakup coming. Anything and everything about love and relationships come to you on Too Much Advice, TMA every Friday. Here to help us is the handsome, down-to-earth, love expert, Professor Love, Eddy in the studio. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You sound a little more stuffed up than normal.
I'm a little sick. Yes, I am.
So the cold that you had last week is still kind of lingering.
It got worse.
Hi.
So it was very funny because yesterday, 2 days ago, I had like a prayer thing at my house.
Okay.
Where, the minister came to our house and he preached us.
Oh, with the family and everything.
Yeah, and he's like, he was blessing us.
Oh, so you had Wednesday prayer night.
Yes, and then I got more sick after that. I was like, what does this mean?
Was anybody sick at the service?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. So maybe all of them took all of your energy, and that's why you're feeling it.
Maybe.
Okay, now, the flowers are in bloom.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, there's a lot of people probably feeling lonely, like you.
Maybe that's why I'm sick.
Oh, man.
Maybe that's why I'm sick. So lonely.
I'm so lonely. But, I mean, there's got to be some good things of being, single.
Oh, well, actually, that's why I prepared this little thing.
Okay.
It's called the Extreme Job Boyfriend episode.
Okay.
So this is the bad thing about being in a relationship or like being a boyfriend.
Okay, so having a significant, the bad part of having a significant. Okay. So all you singles out there, listen up.
First, they're dressing couple looks. Those T-shirts with like those cute little animals or just the whole couple lovey-dovey thing.
Okay.
I really don't like that.
Okay, can I talk a little bit about this?
Yes.
I hate this. I'm sorry, but I do. I think this is not cute at all. Especially when you've got like teddy bears and like characters. Now, I mean, if you wanted to do like a couple look, let's say, Eddy, if you and I were dating, like, if we took a particular like sports brand and we had like matching like jackets or like hoodies.
No
and then
problem.
like I'm wearing a skirt from the same brand and then you're wearing like sweatpants from the same brand or you're wearing like jeans and then like let's say we have matching sneakers.
Yeah.
That kind of a look is fine.
Me too. Sneakers or hats.
Yeah, or like color, or like color coordinated, or like a girl wearing an oversized, like sweatshirt or something.
Yes.
Like I'm totally into that. But when you've got like a guy, especially a middle-aged guy who has a little bit of a belly, and you put him in like a one size too small teddy bear t-shirt for the rest of the world's eyes, please. Let's not see that. I don't think anybody really wants to see. In his, I mean, your eyes, your significant other might be the cutest teddy bear in the world, but no. And Claudia's like, oh, so cringe, right? Exactly. So cringe.
Why would you do that to him?
Exactly. Why would you do that to him? So, okay, so the bad side of having a significant other, the couple look.
Yes.
Okay, I could see that. Okay. What else?
Second, keep on taking pictures until the perfect shot comes out.
Okay, so how many times do you take a picture when you need to take a picture?
Once, twice.
Okay.
I really hate taking pictures. I hate getting my pictures taken.
Eddy, you're a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
You need to take pictures for a living.
No, but I think it's very different. Like if I go on the red carpet, I'm like, why? Well, why do I? Okay, fine. Here. Okay, thank you. Bye. Oh,
Are we done? So you're always looking for the fastest way to get those pictures done.
Yes. So usually, like before during one of the broadcasting stations, you have to go and take your picture early in the morning.
Yeah, K-Broadcasting system.
Yes. So I hate that. So once me and my members were like, hey, let's not stand. Let's just be cool. Just walk and wave. So okay, ready, go. We start walking and waving.
And then like, stop.
Yeah, we're like, no, this is the concept. No, this is the concept. Bye. Because we used to always dress, very funny for the thing.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, this is our concept. Bye. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay. What else is there?
Last one is finding the perfect or like very special dessert cafe and taking pictures. and posting it on SNS. Well, this I can relate to because it's very nice. You can have some good desserts.
Okay.
Or some coffee or some drip coffee.
Okay.
Not a problem, but yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is for like why guys don't want to be in like a relationship. Why does it feel like I'm again proof that I feel like I'm totally not a girl. So not too long ago, I had friends come in from the U.S. and they wanted to go to this really pretty cafe that they saw online because it had just like really cute desserts. So we went there. I was dragged into like the busy streets of the Hongdae area, and we went to this cafe. And yeah, the pictures. I mean, I even took pictures too. So the cafe was really pretty. Not the best tasting dessert. I would have to say that it was a lot just prettier than taste. And I'm the more person that I'd rather go for taste. I don't care how it takes pictures. I want it to taste good.
I think it's just like a new trend these days to take pictures of something very special or very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too, but
okay.
Yeah, out of these three, I prefer, number 3. That's like, okay, whatever. I hate number 2 the most.
Yeah, number 2. I think that all of them are pretty bad.
Yes, that is the worst.
The couple of pictures, all of that. Xana saying, yeah, we go places to take photos just to post them online. It's like the main purpose of social media, isn't it? Well, it's true. I mean, yeah, I do that as well, but I feel that there's like, a certain lining there.
Oh, I look so thin today.
Maybe it's because you're not feeling too good.
Not bad.
Not bad. Even though he looks like a thief today. He looks like a thief. Okay, so I know that we have this like personality quiz thing that we need to do, so.
Yes, today I prepared a psychological test for you guys. Okay, this is gonna be an extreme situation, and you have to choose what you're gonna take care of first.
Oh no! Oh, okay. So there's. I don't think it's the same one, but there's.
Oh, this is very different from last week. It's more of a very
spur of the moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one will you choose
to do first?
Yes.
So we have to choose it first.
Okay. 1, the gas is boiling.
Okay.
Number 2, the baby is crying.
Okay.
Number 3, the phone's ringing. Number 4, the dog with a loose collar is knocking things down in the house.
Okay.
Okay, out of these 4, what are you going to do first in this chaos?
Because I'm guessing that the water's boiling on top of the gas?
Yes.
Okay. So what was it?
So the gas is boiling, so there's a pot and it's overfilling of water. Second, the baby is crying.
Okay.
Third, the phone is ringing.
Okay.
And the 4th one is the dog with a loose collar is knocking things down in the house.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Okay, Xana's like, okay, let's get it. All right. So water on the stove is boiling.
Yes.
A baby's crying.
Yes.
So stressful. The phone is ringing.
Yes.
And a dog is loose in the house and knocking things over.
Which one would you choose? I'm very curious.
I'd go with number 1.
Number 1, the gas is boiling.
Yeah, so the reason is because if this is like a gas stove, I like being in the kitchen. So if the gas stove is on and there's an actual fire coming out of it, and it's boiling over, the water's going to take the water out. And so the water's going to take the fire out of the gas stove, but the gas is going to still come out.
Ah, yes.
So the fire is going to burn, but the gas is still going to be out there. So I feel that I would try to turn off the gas first because it's the most dangerous. Baby's crying. When a baby cries, normally it could be for many different reasons, but depending on how the baby started crying, I'm getting too technical with this, but when I was raising my cousin, the way that babies cry, it's very different. Like if you all of a sudden hear like if they start crying like that, then they've fallen or hurt themselves. But if they're like, then they just start getting whiny. Like they need a bottle change, like they need a bottle, they need a change. So like if they start like with a really short, like really hectic, like screaming, crying, then they've hurt themselves. Phone ringing, I can kind of get rid of that. I don't really need to do that. And then dog, the more you try to catch the dog, I feel the more it's going to just get worse.
Okay, so the gas.
Okay, yeah, so gas. So the water and the gas for me. Eddie, what about you? Since you're on such a roll, Mr. Professor Love.
I would go to the baby first.
Okay, you're gonna go to the baby first. Yes. Any particular reason?
It's a baby.
Okay.
You can replace the gas stove. You can replace your phone. You can replace the things that your dog's knocked down, but you can't replace your baby.
I mean, we're not replacing it.
I am just saying. So,
I understand. Okay.
You can do everything else with the baby in your arms.
Okay.
You grab the baby first. You turn the gas stove out. You pick up the hello, and then you pick up the knocked things.
Oh, doesn't it seem like he's already done this before? He's like Mr. Master Babysitter over here.
No, but yeah.
So Xana was saying the gas. That's the most dangerous thing out there. Eddie, is this a trap again? I kind of feel this is too. So Claudia's going to go to the baby just like Eddie did. Isn't the water boiling on top of the stove? Yeah, so the water is boiling on top of the stove. Wait, why do we have a baby crying here? Xana's saying, to be honest, the first thing I'll do is run.
Run? What about the baby?
Run out of the house.
What about the baby? You can't leave the baby? Take the baby with you.
Brie was saying, oh, Eddie's so sweet. Aw. Brie's saying that Eddie's going to be such a good father. Okay, so we need to figure this out. We have posted this on our YouTube live stream for those of you who aren't listening and you're just streaming us. But for any of our listeners who are listening, let's give them what the situation is again, and then we'll go to the song break. So, Eddie, what are they doing?
Okay, this is an extreme situation in your house, and you have to pick which one you're going to do first.
Okay.
First, the gas is boiling. Second, the baby is crying. Third, the phone's ringing. And fourth is the dog with a loose collar is knocking things down in the house. What are you going to do first in this chaos?
Okay, so yeah, the water pot is boiling on the gas stove. So we're going to try to figure out what we're going to do first. We have our answers. You're going to send in yours, and we're going to find out what this is. We don't even have the answers here yet. So we're going to. They're coming into the studio during the song break. So start sending those in. In the meantime, we've got Infinite singing 남자가 사랑할 때 Man in Love.
I'm in London. I'm in Australia.
Tokyo.
The Philippines. Finland. Indonesia. New York.
Arirang Radio.
Now live in Seoul.
It's hour 2 of K-Poppin. We've got Eddie in the studio, and we've got a few of our listeners dropping by with what they think was the right answer. So Noble from the USA says, obviously, the boiling water first. It can get really dangerous if not dealt with. And also said, but these quizzes are always a trap. And the best way to find it is to find the trigger. Now, Lulu was saying, I choose gas and the boiling water. Like Isak said, it's the main emergency. There could be a real trouble if not taken care of right away. So I think we're getting a little too, realistic here. Yeah. Xana's like, okay, so where are we in this situation, though? I mean, if we're closer to the kitchen, obviously better to turn off the gas first. But, I mean, if you're with the baby first.
Well, like I said, guys, this is a very simple thing. For all the tests we give you on this corner, the test I bring to you, it's just very simple. If you get too into it, if you think about it too much, it's just gonna go haywire and go crazy. So
exactly.
Just think just the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, the first instinct that you get. So Brie was saying, of course I'm going to catch the puppy first because my furniture is precious.
Ooh, I see, yes.
Let's see. Anya's worried that I hope I don't find out I'm a psychopath. This is the same thing I'm always worried about. I'm always scared that I'm going to be like some crazy person whenever I choose this.
Let's just use the Naruto power to duplicate ourselves and do everything at the same time. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Xana was saying that we should duplicate ourselves. I think that's amazing. Okay, so, Eddie, what are these answers?
Okay, all right. This is a psychology test. Yes, okay. If you chose, the boiling gas, that means you put respect above everything else.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so respect.
Yes, respect, and you can never meet a person who's very YOLO-ish. Like you only live once and just does what he wants. You cannot meet those kind of people.
Okay.
Yes. And if that person opens up to you, you're forever in love with that person.
Okay.
But once it's done, it's over forever. Like one mess up and it's done. So you're very, very
straight to the point.
Yes.
Okay.
And do you think you are?
Yeah, I think it's true. I am a very big person on respect. Wow, I think this is actually true. The reason is because I will be very wishy-washy with people if I give them a lot of chances. I think this is like my blood type. reason like behind it. Let's say, Eddie, you did something wrong. I felt offended. I'll give you another chance. Like my 3 outs are normally like 100 outs. And but once that's done, like you're done. Like I like literally do not care what happens to you. And so if I get to that point, yeah, I feel there's a phrase in Korean that even though you hate a person, that's still some type of like a feeling of connection. So 미운 정도 정, 정이라고. That's so pretty much it's like that 정, that connection that you have relationships. Even a hateful one is one that you're still attached to that person. But for me, it's like even that gets severed. I literally do not care, and that for me is like the scariest point. With a person.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Now I know that word. Okay,
yeah, don't cross me.
The second one. If you pick up the phone first, you are a very humorous and funny person.
Nobody chose phone though.
You're very humorous and you have a funny personality.
Okay.
So like you know those group meetings with like maybe friends or works, everyone loves you there and they always think like you're the leader. And in front of love, you do not think back, you do not hold back, you just go straight forward it. And you know like you're a very YOLO type of person. You only live once, and you're like, oh, everything that's fun, let's do it. You know, and you just go for it.
Okay, wow. Okay.
So no one picked phone?
Nope, nobody picked phone.
Really?
Nope. Okay, next one.
If you pick the baby.
You.
You're very good with spacious stuff, and you have a heart of a baby. If you're in a relationship, you take care of your significant other very well, and you treat them respect, and you know you're a gentleman. What? And you know, they said, and because of these, you know, these,
Wait, this I have.
No, yes, no,
this doesn't seem right.
No, it says that. And because of, you know, your very spacious and good stuff.
It feels like he's making this stuff up.
No.
It doesn't.
I am on a roll, but yes, the significant other, because of your very your gracious and very outgoing stuff, they love you and they experience that 심쿵 more.
It feels like he's really just kind of like pulling random compliments out of that. So my producer's like, then why is Eddie single?
I'm very busy with work. I'm very busy with work. Maybe someday.
Okay. And last but not least.
If you pick the dog with the loose collar.
Okay, so yeah, one of our listeners, Brie, was actually choosing puppy first. So.
You think the world is very beautiful, and you're very happy, and you're a very lenient personality. You're just like you just go with the flow.
Oh wow.
Yes. When you meet a person, you always see the good side of them first. So
overall, just very positive person.
Yeah. So like, for your significant other, if you meet them, you always see the good stuff, and you fall in love very quickly. And in a relationship, you see you tend to buy more stuff, and you seem to like give.
You're like a mama at heart.
Yes.
Liking to give back to everyone.
Because if you're happy, that's it.
Oh, wow. Xana's like, Eddie, don't make things up. Anya's saying, Eddie, we have hearts of babies, because Anya also chose this too. And it's like, hey, Isak, don't laugh. I think that Eddie's a gentleman.
Yeah.
No, I know he's a gentleman, and that's why I tried to tease him a little bit more here in the studio, because I know that he is a gentleman. Okay, let's move on to our next segment. I think we have a message to read, so could you please read that for us?
Yes, it's Stephanie from the USA.
Okay.
I've been single for a few years. I was engaged in my last relationship, but it ended pretty badly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Afterwards, I hadn't been interested in dating or meeting someone new. I'm just now getting to a point in my life that I feel ready to try again. Any advice on putting yourself out there and being open to new people?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's hard. I mean, because you were engaged in your last relationship.
Yeah. Wow.
That means that you guys were talking about dates. You guys were planning a life together. That's a lot more than just dating a person for a very long time.
Yeah, especially if they were engaged. Wow, that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's a big step. So let's try to find some ways, because I'm really curious too. Eddie, you and I need this. We need to know where to find people.
Okay, that's why
let's find these people.
Yes, I prepared this. If you want to find your new significant other, go to these places.
Okay.
First, like maybe an academy.
Oh, so learning something.
Yes, because you always see each other at the same time, same place, so you get an attachment with each other. And you see each other, like trying your very best, so that's a plus for both of you.
Because you actually get a chance to see them do something. Oh, okay. So learning something, like finding a new hobby.
Yes.
Going to an academy. Oh, okay.
Number 2, a religious activity. Yeah, because you get to see at least once a week, each other once a week, and since it's religious, you get very closer, and you tend to open up more.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do see a lot of this happening. Mm-hmm. A lot of people who don't technically go to the school or to church or anything, but like their parents do, they will get dragged into going.
Yes.
On Sundays. Mm-hmm. Okay, what else?
Number 3, working out.
Oh, sports.
Oh, yeah, fitness or sports. Because while you work out, your pheromone makes, the perfect temptation for each other. You sweat, you look sexy, you glister.
Maybe you do, I don't. I get red cheeks and I'm like dying over them. Kill me.
That's bad.
Kill me.
Yeah, and also if they like working out as well, they also have a strong will and a very strong mind.
Okay.
But yeah, you should check out the swimming pool soon because the weather's getting better now.
Oh, dear Lord.
Swimming pool.
Oh, no. Okay.
Number 4, studying.
Oh.
Yes, because, you learn something new and also find someone new.
Oh, okay. So learning something. So like number 1 and number 4 kind of intertwine a little bit. Okay. So like learning something new, whether it be like a sit down study session or maybe like an academy of like learning a new hobby. Oh, that's interesting. Do you have one more or?
The last one, number 5, is a class reunion.
Oh, no.
Well, of course, some people think it's very bad, but, your long time ago friend, might have some, sides you missed when you were young, or they might have changed in time. You never know. You never know. Okay. You never know.
I don't know about that reunion thing.
Why?
Okay. But I think that maybe like, an academy or like a study group, I think that would actually be pretty fun. Mm-hmm. I could see this also happening with like sports groups too. So like, let's say you started running marathons and you start like a marathon group, or you find like a walking group or like a hiking group. Mm-hmm. I think, you can find somebody within there to do so. Mm-hmm. I remember when I was taking salsa classes that a lot of people did kind of fall for each other.
Yeah, because eye contact. You have to be one. You have to trust each other on some spins and dancing.
Yeah, exactly. The trust issues in there too. So, take like dancing class. That would be really cool. Claudia was saying, OMG the swimming pool. Right. Okay, so we've got some more messages coming in, and we're gonna try to read as many of those as possible. So stay tuned for that. But we do have some more music for you to enjoy. We've got Jimin and Xiumin saying, 하고 싶어, call you bae. All right, so we've got Professor Love Eddy in the studio as you're listening to the second hour of K-Poppin here on Arirang Radio. I'm your host, Isak. Line 22, Kim is dropping by to say hi, Eddy.
What up?
Okay, so we do have some more to talk about, but there was a quick question that came in.
Yes,
Husam from Lebanon had a question, so could you please read that for us, Eddy?
What is tough love, and is it a healthy practice?
Now, for me, tough love is something that mostly our parents have.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Eddy, parents, tough love type of parents, or were they just very understanding? Was mama scary, daddy scary?
I think it changed over the age.
Okay, but they were.
Yeah. I remember when I went to like a buffet when I was younger, and I remember this because when you're young, you like those Jellos.
Oh yeah, the Jello.
Yeah, and it's free, unlimited food. So I
piled up.
Yeah, so I used to pile like jellies, like blue, yellow, green, red, and I brought it. And then my dad was like, "Why are you doing this? Okay, we're not leaving here until you finish all of this."
Oh.
And I was already full,
Yeah, because you just brought a lot more than you wanted.
So I had to eat all that. It took me over an hour. But my dad was like, "No, we're not gonna. Oh, we'll cancel the movie. Eat all this." And
you guys had to go see a movie too.
Yeah, I was like, no. But yeah, after that, I never leave food. I never leave food.
Okay, so tough love. Do you think it's a healthy practice, Eddy?
For some things, if whoever's showing the tough love thinks you need to learn a lesson in that kind of situation, yes, I think it is very good. I think it's nice to have tough love.
In my opinion, I think it depends on, like Eddy was saying, the situation that it's in. And also, I feel like it's different with different people. And I think with different situations. I mean, I've had a lot of tough love, especially when I was a trainee. you probably know this as well, with the language barrier and everything, like there's a lot of things lost in translation. That tough love was, a whole different level. I mean, even though I struggled, I learned from it, but I feel that in certain ways, like if a thing is constantly done over and over again, and if the person isn't catching the lesson that needs to be done from it, and they're just constantly getting the tough love without getting the picture, I feel that something needs to be changed.
Yes.
So Eddy, like if you, after that experience, still kept getting a lot more food and weren't finishing it, I feel that your father would probably have to have changed his perspective on that.
Yes.
So is it a good practice? It depends.
On the situation, I think.
So Anya also sent in a question, and so did Noble as well. But you know what, guys? We're going to save these because they're so good for next week. We're actually going to be dissecting it into an actual segment. Ooh. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, Eddy, we were talking about going to, meeting new people and how to meet new people. Mm-hmm. Now, what if you're a person like me and you, we're always work, home, work, studio, work, home, work, studio, the gym for you as well. So how can we find love? So I know that they say to not start dating people that are in your work circle, or don't date colleagues and coworkers. So what can we do here?
Okay, so I prepared this for you.
Okay.
This is for singles, the top one for love concern.
Okay.
So, like you said, where do you go to find your significant other? If you're, housework, that's always the pattern. And where is there time to find love, you ask?
Okay.
So, within the concern, there is an answer.
Okay.
If it's housework, then meet them at work.
Okay, but yeah, that's just, but it's so bad to date at work.
Well, yeah, but like I say, finding love is very hard at work as also because people tend to rate each other, or they seem to look at each other on what kind of level they're on. So yeah, it's very hard to fall in love with someone with the same ability and condition, is what they're saying.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, I think you can find for you it's very hard because your radio is very different. But other people, there's a lot of people at work, so I think you can find someone, at least someone.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I don't know. Colleagues, work, doesn't really, unless you get married. No, even if you do get married, I feel like that's just going to be so much more of a burden. Santa's saying, he's on these buffering. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know.
No, because even celebrities and singers or actors,
it's so awkward.
Yes, but they tend to go out with someone in the same field, same work,
Oh, because they understand each other. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, that's why even actors and actresses, they start going out after drama and they break up really quickly because they're so into that, that character.
Okay, so let's say you are dating at work. There's got to be people like me who are skeptical.
Yes.
Do you have any tips for us to kind of date smartly or, slyly in the workplace?
Yes, I prepared a love at work.
Okay.
Top 3 tips to do.
Okay, so give us the tips.
Yes, 1, if they are in trouble, help them. This is very different from us, but in dramas you can see this as well. If they have trouble fixing the printer, help them. Yeah, you've seen this a lot.
So giving a helping hand.
Yes. And when they can't find a post-it, give them yours. If they're late for work, cover them. When the boss asks where they are, say they came in but went to the bathroom, and then message them saying, I covered for you, leave your backpack, and say you went to the bathroom. Stuff like that.
Okay.
But these are kind of stuff you see in dramas.
So everything in the dramas is actually not wrong.
It's not wrong, but usually, long time ago, dramas was very different. But I think dramas these days is very more realistic.
Oh, okay. I kind of agree with that as well. Okay, so what else?
Number 2, small compliments and notice the small changes.
But wouldn't they get caught?
Just small, not that very big, but, small compliments, oh, you cut your front hair.
Oh, like your bangs.
Yeah, oh, your coat is very pretty today.
Okay.
Oh, the new tumbler you bought, is it good? I need to buy one as well.
Oh, okay.
What are you writing? Oh, you're very good to work. Except, those small things. Nothing big, oh, the color of your eye is so beautiful today. Nothing like that. But like, oh, your coat, it looks very nice. Where did you buy it? You know?
So a little small, slight interest. H2 was dropped by. If they have trouble with the printer, help them. Xana's saying, this screams the drama. What's wrong with Secretary Kim? Yeah, I think we got a little of those hints from there, too. Okay, so what's number one? What's the number one thing that we can help to kind of like have a secret love affair at work?
Well, this is a tip. So I think I really go well with this as well. You never know when you will meet, the one.
Okay.
So always dress nice and be clean.
Oh, okay. But yeah, okay.
Because, you're very used to work. Like, for you, you've been here for years. So, you someday, you say you're sick. You're like, I don't want to wash my hair. I'll just wear a hat and go. But all of a sudden, when you don't wash your hair or you're wearing like weird clothes, you could meet someone very nice.
Okay, so always be on your best.
Yes.
Always be on your best.
This is what I need to do because usually when I'm at work, I come very,
Don't do what Eddy did today.
No, it's not that bad.
Well, don't do what Eddy did today.
No, look, guys, even though I wear beanies and hats, even though I wear stuff like these, I always wash my hair.
No, yeah, that and to be honest, out of all of the guests Marshall has said that he doesn't wear cologne, but he does make this studio smell really good before we leave the studio because he has a lot of cologne on. So I mean, yeah, I to be on your best and cleanest because you never know who you're gonna meet, the love of your life. So yes, Anya, don't forget to tune in next week because we are going to be looking at your story. I'm sorry that we're going to have to keep you up. And Noble as well. We're going to try to look at those questions for next week. So please stay tuned. But it's already time for us to say goodbye. So Eddy, what you need to do is go to the doctors, get a shot. And then we're going to see you next week. And if you sniffle next week, guys, what should we do? If he sniffles and coughs next week, what should we do? We have to have a penalty for him if he's still sick. What should we do? Should we make him eat something? What should we do? So we think of a penalty as we say goodbye to.
Why penalty? I'm sick. You should do something for me. Like buy me some tea.
Yeah, we're going to buy you like really strong, bitter tea and make you chug it and stuff like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is think of a penalty, guys. We're going to also embarrass him so maybe he can kind of get the cold away too. JJCC's track to Love Fire is going to be our last track for today, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Fuck you, love.